Sis and wellness, everything wellness, mind, body, and soul.
Hey y'all, so I wanted to come on here and talk about three things really quickly that have kind of been on my mind. So, first things first, Chloe Bailey from the group Chloe and Halle, the singer. She started trending last week because she performed at Jimmy Fallon's show, and people felt like her performance, she was doing too much. She started trending because she was literally doing too much, according to some people. So, beyond that, I wanted to talk about confidence and body positivity. All three of these things, or three of these topics, tied together. So, when it comes to Chloe, I do feel like she exudes confidence. And I feel like people are not accustomed to a woman who is confident within her looks. So that's the body positivity piece, within her talent, and a woman who is natural when embracing all of these things. Because right now, in this day and time, it is kind of normal to see a woman who has work done. I feel like it's the nip, the tuck, the body transfer, fat transfer, that's been normalized. But it's very seldom that you see a woman who embraces her natural beauty as well as her natural talent, and she's really uplifted. I hate to see that so many people have so many negative comments about Chloe, but the worst that people can say about her is that she's doing too much. And the real question is, what's wrong with the people who feel this way, that she's doing too much? She is being mentored by Beyonc, so I think naturally, if you have a mentor, you more than likely look up to this person. You aspire to be like this person in some way, shape, or form, and you feel like this person is worthy of giving you advice. So I feel like, honestly, what do you naturally expect from a person who is being mentored by one of the greatest entertainers and performance givers of our time? Like, Beyonce is Beyonce. So honestly, what do you think a person that would come up under Beyonce's mentorship would act like, perform like, and honestly aspire to be like? She's gonna aspire to be like the great Beyonce. So I feel like when it comes to the confidence piece, I think we all need a reminder that you know confidence is something that you should have in yourself. Confidence is something that you should exude, especially if you're on a public platform like how Chloe is. She's an entertainer. So I feel like if she lacked confidence, then she probably shouldn't be in entertainment. So that's another thing. Because it's like, you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. There was one artist that performed at the BET Awards recently, and I'm not gonna say who it was, but I was seeing all kind of negative remarks about her and how she wasn't giving a lot and how her performance was dry and this and that. So I'm like, okay, so if you're dry, the people gonna talk about you. If you give too much, the people gonna talk about you. So realistically, it seems like people are always gonna talk about you. And I think it's just important to remember that even if you're not an entertainer, that people are always going to have something to say, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to take it in. You should learn how to block out the noise, block out the negativity, block out those people who are trying to tear you down, okay? Because just like in Chloe's life, she did an interview on the Breakfast Club, and she was saying, like, giving too much or being too much, that's who I am. That's who I am. And I do like the Beyonce comparisons and this and that. She's like, it's an honor, it's a privilege. I loved it. I loved it, loved it, loved it. I love everything she had to say about it, because honestly, that's her embracing reality. The last piece, the body positivity. I think it's, important to realize that because everyone, or not everyone, but a lot of people are going under the knife these days, I think it's important to realize it's not for everyone. Everyone is not going to get a nip and a tuck, a body transfer, and everything like that. Some women are actually confident in how they are, presenting how they are at every stage of their life. I think that it's important to realize stretch marks and dents and all the things that come along with like being a woman, as far as our bodies. I feel like let's normalize embracing our bodies at every stage of life. Um, it's just a few thoughts I had about what the recent things I was seeing going around social media. And I wanted to come on here and talk about it because I think at the end of the day, reality is that, just because you have access to people or just because you have an opinion, just because you have social media, I don't think that's a license to all of a sudden become cruel or nasty and to say things about people that are negative, because I think at the end of the day, when you have a negative opinion of people and you feel like you need to get on some platform and say it like that, I feel like you have to ultimately ask yourself, what's wrong with me? What's going on with me? Why do I feel the need to want to tear someone down? I think, if we all did a little bit more self inventory on, why we do the things that we do, we can move towards making the world a nicer place.